forward out the possibilities to you, and then you get back to them with a approximate rent on those properties, so they have a really good idea of what they want to go after that morning.
Absolutely, and that's something, working together with Arizona Investment Link, we've been able to do is specifically with their clients. I don't do it for anybody else, but if they say, Mike, look, we want to get a good handle on what these things are. We need to know early in the morning so we can make a decision whether we want to bid on them or not. And we say, okay, at 6:30 in the morning, we're getting these emails. We go through and say, look, this is the rents for these particular properties. This is what's going to make sense, kind of a rent range, and go from there so they can make a more informed decision.
Right. Now, I'm not married to you or anything, so what I'm going to do is let the listeners know that if they run a bidding service out there, or if they're buying for buy and hold, they can go ahead and call you direct and do the same type of service that our clients do that work through us. So, it's just more business for you, and that's the reason that you're on the air anyway. You do a fantastic job, and we got to let people know about you. Get a hold of Mike Van Vleck, Geneva Realty and Management, 480-626-4062. Just let them know that you heard about him through the Real Estate Power Hour. More at the Real Estate Power Hour when we return.
$1510 KFNN has yet another way for you to hear all your favorite shows anywhere, anytime, for free. It's 1510 KFNN On Demand. Just dial 602-734-0092 on any phone from anywhere. It's that easy. Call and KFNN will be live on your phone. It's 1510 KFNN On Demand from Audio Now. Listen live at 602-734-0092. 1510 KFNN On Demand and on your phone. Usage minutes may apply.
Arizona Investment Link is a proven real estate powerhouse specializing in foreclosure auction bidding services. There are several companies in the Valley that provide bidding services, but you will be hard-pressed to find a company that offers a seamless investment process from start to finish. Arizona Investment Link provides each investor with a list of homes available at auction and a breakdown of all costs associated with buying that home through close of escrow. That's title status, back taxes, selling title fees, and whether or not you'll be bidding on a first lien position. AIL provides full rehab service, which is really what they are known for. Rehabbing a property is literally a full-time job for the do-it-yourself investor. Their rehabs take typically no more than a week to complete. That's right, 1 week. Then it's on to the marketing and selling of the property. Time is money, and money is time. Contact the AIL team today, 602-369-4663. That's 602-369-4663. Or for more information or a list of current properties for sale, visit ArizonaInvestmentLink.com.
With me today is motorcycle owner Dan. Like most people, Dan is looking for ways to save money. He tries to save on gas by roller skating to the grocery store.
It's hard carrying all those bags.
He uses a hand crank radio.
It's a good workout.
And he even cooks by candle heat.
The scented ones give great flavor.
But you don't have to be like Dan, because Geico makes it easy to save on motorcycle insurance. To see how much you could save, visit geico.com or call 1-800-442-9253.
Economics, politics, finance. Sometimes they blend together and you don't really know what's going on, what to think or who to believe. Hello, I'm Bill Tatro. Every Monday through Friday at 2 p.m., I'll sort it all out for you. What it means, why it's important, how you can profit, avoid the impending disaster that's on the horizon, and help you get more sleep at night. That's every Monday through Friday, right here on 1510 KFNN.
Securities offered by First Allied Securities, member FINRA, SIPC.
Drop into a Take Care clinic at select Walgreens today for a convenient and easy back-to-school or sports physical. Usually $60, now just $35 for a limited time. Learn more at TakeCareHealth.com.
Now back to the Real Estate Power Hour, brought to you by Arizona Investment Link. To join the show, call 602-324-KFNN. That's 602-324-5366. Or outside the Phoenix area at 1-800-293-KFNN. Now, back to two guys that can't sing karaoke worth a... but they sure do know a lot about real estate. Jason and Brandon.
Ladies and gents, welcome back to the Real Estate Power Hour. I'm Jason LaFleche, and Brandon Cox is also on the line, both with Arizona Investment Link. This segment of the Real Estate Power Hour is brought to you by Michael Rogers Flooring. Get a hold of them at 602-331-7039. Now, Brandon, Michael Rogers, that's the guy that we use for all of our rehabs. And is his work top-notch or what?
Yeah, I mean, it's first class, but more importantly than that, it's just the customer service behind it. to get a good deal is one thing, but to get a good deal and get the good customer service to follow it, I mean, you can't beat that. It's the best of both worlds.
Michael Rogers Flooring, get a hold of him at 602-331-7039. Let him know that you heard about him from the Real Estate Power. Let's dive right back in. Michael Van Vleck with Geneva Realty and Investments. They do all of our property management for all of our clients with top-notch service. Now, Mike, over the years, 16 years that I've been involved in real estate, not only me, but, my clients have been guilty of it too. When they're looking for a property management company, they're looking online. They're looking for the biggest out there, the one that pops up number one or number two online. Just being the largest doesn't mean you're not the best service-wise or even renting these things out, right?
Well, it doesn't mean that you are. It doesn't mean that you aren't. It's more about what's your process. How do you go about doing certain things? Are you just going to be a number? Is the person managing your property? How many properties do they manage? I've seen property managers that say that, I'm assigned to manage 300 properties. Mm-hmm. One person cannot on their own manage 300 properties.
No way.
You become a number. Your tenants, I can tell you, and I get a lot of tenants that come to me and say, we're moving because when we had a problem, we called the property manager and nobody would ever respond.
Oh, I've dealt with some companies like that. I mean, they don't respond. It's just shoddy work, and I'm tired of it. So I'm glad that we met you because you get it done. So get a hold of Mike Van Vleck, 480-626-4062. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, one thing that we commit to everyone, and that's whether it's a tenant, an applicant, an owner, a vendor, any calls made to our office are returned the same day. If we can, obviously, if it's after hours, it's within 24 hours. And people always say, how do you rent your unit so fast? It's simply by answering the phone, calling people back. Tenants, when they have a need, they don't necessarily expect that you're going to fix something tomorrow or today. They just want to know that you're on it.
Right. So for the investor, this is security. This is a little peace of mind. Delight, you've been in the investment game for years. I mean,
absolutely.
You've done your own property management. You've dealt with property managers. And what's funny is now that we're using Mike, it's like, hey, Mike, give me your info.
Absolutely. I know what it's like as an investor to manage your own property. It's not very fun.
It's not easy. Now, in the past, what I've done, Mike, and I just want to kind of tell a quick story here, is I meet with people at the property. Okay, this is just one of my own techniques. If the listeners out there want to use this technique, it works. But you meet the people out there at the property. When they pull up, of course, you get there early. You turn on the lights and everything. You get there early. When they pull up, you meet them out at their car. Take a little gander in their car. If their car's a mess inside, more than likely your home is going to be kept a mess. If it's clean inside, spick and span, then the home is going to be kept that way. And I'll bet you I'm 99% right on that. I mean, what do you think? What's your impression?
Well, I would say it's a fair indicator. I think, anybody who has kids knows that sometimes it's a little hard to keep your car necessarily clean because of your kids.
That's true. I have triplets, I know.
So I give people the benefit of the doubt. There's a couple things that I think also you can look at is, one, their clothes. I mean, are their clothes dirty? I mean, if their clothes are dirty, there's a good chance they live dirty, right? Another thing that I do is if I have any inkling that there might be a problem like that, I give them the application. If they're interested, I'll pick it up at their house.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'll go to their house, which I have done in the past. In fact, the last time I did that, I went out to the house. The husband came out of the front door to meet me to give me the application out in the front of the house.
Is this the one where the guy came out in his underwear?
No.
Oh, okay.